there is a 4 college going students. So they had a very hard party on night and they forgot about their next day exam. At last they remembered and they stepped into college and they went to their professor and they told, sir, last night we went to one of our friend marriage and we were not able to study for our exam. And while returning back, our car had got punctured. So, hearing all this, professor told them professor said them that, okay, fine, I'll postpone your exams for that day. After, he postponed after for 3 days. After that 3 days, the exam has been scheduled for them. They came, they entered, and they gave, professor handed over the question paper to them. They made me to start in 4 different walls. The question 1, what is your name? For that 1 mark. Question 2, which wheel got punctured? For that 99 marks. So there is always a wise man who is always there for us to judge. With this note, I'm happy to welcome you all for this Medley meeting. Mission of our club is to provide a supportive and learning environment in which members are empowered to develop their communication leadership skill, resulting in self-confidence and personal growth. Today, to run this meeting, I have got few code of conducts that has to be followed throughout the meeting. Number 1, I request members to put your mobile on silent or please switch them off. Number 2, kindly don't walk around the meeting. Use a sheet of paper to communicate across the hall. Number 3, speakers who are stepping on the stage kindly refrain from taboo topics like sex, religion and politics. Number 4, I request members to come in formal attire like Sarosa because he's very formal today. And now it's my turn to introduce the presiding officer of the day. Today's presiding officer is a person who's a very, very famous person among all. But one word I can call him, he's the Jesus of Medley. Without any ado, let me invite the presiding officer of the day, Toastmasters Hazar on stage.
Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and most welcome guests.
Good afternoon.
I declare meeting number 438 open. Let's have some guest introductions. Do we have any guests? Yes, ma'am. Can you please introduce yourself?
Good evening all. My name is Vijay Lakshmi. This is the second time I'm here with Medley. I just came here as a guest to understand. Already I know the format of the meeting. Just want to know how to get into Medley.
Welcome.
My name is Arjun, and first time attending the Toastmasters meeting. My friends suggested me to attend the guest. So I don't know anything about what's going on there.
Welcome, Arjun.
Good evening, my name is Badal. I'm doing BTech in Iron Steel. My friends are speaking to start from here.
Welcome. Okay, begin.
I know about Toastmasters. My cousin suggested both Toastmasters. My colleagues and viewers they were joining Toastmasters. So I think it will be a good platform to gain experience and leadership qualities. So that I
Welcome. Okay, alright. Since today's theme is about dream chasers, it's very apparent that I'll be talking of something about motivation. Okay, let me give you some motivation for you all. So, first thing, seize the day. Winning is not everything, it's the only thing. Do not wait for your ship to come in, swim out to it. When the going gets tough, the tough gets going. Genius is 1% inspiration, 99% perspiration. If you dream it, you can do it. Wherever you go, go with all your heart. If a man has done his best, what else is there? Success is going to failure without losing enthusiasm. I think I can, I think I can, I think I can. There is no substitute for hard work. Willing is not enough, you must do. Do or do not, there is no try. Discouragement and failure are two types of surest stepping stones to success. If you don't know where you are going, you will wind up somewhere else. Just do it. All these are some motivational quotes said by a few inspirational people, and few are from my friends' WhatsApp statuses. So I have been hearing all these quotes growing up. but it has not inspired me more than one day or two. Whereas there is one quote which has inspired me every now and then whenever I feel down, which is, do things as if this is going to be your last day on earth. This message was refreshed to my mind by an education speaker who came to Medley 3 months ago, where he said, you must think about death each and every day. So it has worked for me. Our life is limited. So let's do whatever we want to do right away. Alright, so let's get into the actual Toastmasters meeting. Every Toastmasters meeting is run by a person called as Toastmaster of the Day. Today's Toastmaster of the Day is a person who works for IT but wants to be an entrepreneur and a motivational speaker. He travels quite a lot. 1 week he will be in Texas attending one business meeting. Next week he will be in Mumbai attending a conference. Next week he will be in Bangalore chilling out with his friends. Without any further ado, please put your hands together to welcome our Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Godwin.
How many of you have dreams? And how many of you have dreams and you were able to fulfill the dreams? You had some dreams, maybe small or maybe big. You were able to accomplish, you were able to make it a reality. How many of you? I'd like to hear from people, like anyone would like to share any dream, like which you made to reality, like to just the audience, like anything. It might be a small dream which you had, you made it to reality. Just share it to the audience. Anyone would like to share?
Hi. I had a dream of speaking before public. This was some 6 years back. Because till that time I used to shiver, tremble before the public. And after joining Toastmaster, for about 4 years I did, and I took a break of 2 years. And my dream really realized, and I was able to speak without any fear, or very confidently I'm able to speak before the public. So that is really one of the dreams I realized in my life.
Anyone else would like to share?
My dad was in railways, and we used to be staying at the railway quarters throughout my life. It was like a rented house. I always had a dream that I will own a house and owning a house.
If I could give a chance to everyone to talk about it, your dreams, your accomplishment, but I don't think we have time for it. But I'm going to give a different thing. Okay, what you're going to do is, like, you're going to turn to the person sitting right to you, next to you. You're going to tell them any small dream, or even bigger one, which you made it to reality. Okay, just turn to the person right to you, next to you. You can just tell whatever you feel. Like, it might be a smaller thing. Okay, it might be getting a small dress, it might be whatever it is. You had a dream. You want to make it to reality, and you took some efforts and you made that. Just share it with the person sitting next to you.
This marriage house.
You feel that a dream you made it to reality. Okay. Thank you. I hope everyone shared. I'm going to ask one more question. How you have had your dreams, you want to make it to reality, but you never, that is from the bottom of your heart. You felt that it is your passion. You want to see that for making sure you want to make that reality, but you couldn't make that for some reason or the other. Like there were many dreams which we had. I had a lot of dreams, but nothing would happen. But there's one particular thing you might be having which is close to your heart, which you feel that you need to have it, make it happen, but you're not able to do it. Think about one thing what you have. I want you to share that as well with the next person sitting next to you. Just share that. No, this is something which you really want to do that. Okay? But for some reason, you're not able to accomplish it. You're not able to make it a reality. I want you to share that with things like you really want to do it. Just share with that burden, like you want to share something. Anything it might be. It might be again a smaller one. It might be the bigger thing, which think it is impossible. People may say it's not possible in life. Still, just go ahead and share that. What you're not able to do. Has everyone shared? So when I ask something here, like probably like today's topic, right, like dream chasers. There is a small difference between the dreamers and the dream chasers. Can anyone let me know what difference you think? What is the difference between the dreamers and the dream chasers? Whatever on your terms, whatever you feel, what could be that difference?
Dreamers are the one who they sleep, dream chasers are the one who wake and they chase their dream.
Okay. So anyone else? On your terms, however you want to frame it.
To try to make them fulfill.
Okay.
Someone keeps having a lot of dreams and once he accomplishes the first one, don't go again another one. Keeps chasing dreams.
Okay.
Similar, but chasers bring action component. There's action component missing in the first one.
Yeah, very true. Anyone else?
Dreamers are just like the planners. They're not putting to reality. The way one person is putting to action, the person is not doing it.
Yesterday, I read this in one of the messages which I received. The dream is like to have a effortless sleep, that you get to an effortless sleep, whereas the aim or what would actually do is the sleepless effort. So that is a difference.
Anyone has any other versions you want to share? I like this one. Like I read somewhere, like the difference between like the first person, like the one is kind of a night dreamer, and the other one is a daydreamer. Night dreamer is some person you see everything dream when you sleep, when you wake up it's everything humanity. The other one is a daydreamer. So his dream itself is an action. His action sees a dream and with his eyes open, he does that in action. So that's the only difference between the dreamers and the dream chasers. And one more thing I'd like to share. Okay, so that's the only thing I'd like to share. And now before we get into the session, like we have so many guests today, so I'd like to do a quick thing how the meeting works here. In general, we have our meeting. We have three kinds of sessions. The first session will be the prepared speeches, and where on the Toastmasters we have separate manuals where different modules we have. So every module the speakers will prepare the speeches and they will come and present. So that's the first session. And the second is the table topics where it's on the spot. So you'll be called up on the stage, a topic will be given by the table topics master, so you'll be presented on the spot for the second. And third is the very important crux of our Toastmaster meeting. So that is the main thing, where evaluation. Where evaluators evaluate the speeches and they give the feedback. That's where every one of us grow. So these are the important things of our meeting, and we have a big education session as well. These are things in today's overall agenda. And today is the next session. Now I'm going to introduce a person. Like if we need to talk about that person, he's Prasad. Okay, so he's going to be a general evaluator. And his dream, like I asked him what do you think about the dream, and he gave me a different explanation. He said, dream is like a prototype to build a machine. Okay, unless that what you call it is made the prototype to make it to happen is in our hands. It is completely in our hands. Is what he claims. And I asked him what's the dream you want to accomplish. You want to complete the CC10 in the next year. That's the thing which is going to do that. Okay. So now we're going to call Prasad to do his introduction and all the words.
Thank you, Gauri, for giving a brief introduction about me. Good afternoon, Toastmasters, and welcome guests. When I'm young, I have a lot of dreams. Among them, one dream is to get married earlier, because I thought it would lead a happy life. Okay. Later, I realized it is not married happily. It is ended with happily married. Okay. And for benefit of guests, let me explain the roles of evaluation on GE. And what I will do, I will just monitor the club proceedings and give a report at the end of the meeting. For that, there are three members who will help me, and they are known as tag team. And initially, the tag team stands for timer, and A for accountant, and G for grammarian. Today, our timer is Riddhi. She believes golden dreams to come true. If you can dream about something with your own eyes, then you will achieve. But only dreaming without action won't be fruitful. And Riddhi, can you read about the time roles and responsibilities of timer?
Good afternoon, everyone. So my duty is to time the prepared speeches, table topic speeches, and the evaluation speeches. So for a 5 to 7 minute prepared speech, I'll show the green card at 5 minutes, the yellow card at 6 minutes, and the red card at 7 minutes. For evaluators, time is 2 to 3 minutes. So the green card will be shown at 2 minutes, yellow card at 2 minutes 30 seconds, and the red card at 3 minutes. For table topics, I'll show the green card at 1 minute, yellow card at 1 minute 30 seconds, and the red card at 2 minutes. I'll report qualifying times when called upon at the end of the meeting. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Riddhi. And next, our accountant is Karthik. He is working in IBM, and in his childhood dream is to complete 10th standard, and he achieved. And that is now his long-term dream is to lose his weight. Hope it will continue next year. He will achieve it.
Thank you, fellow Toastmasters, and welcome guests. My duty as an accountant is to listen to the verbal distractions such as you know, and so, but, and other filler words or sounds. I will also keep track of the repeated words like DB, and lastly I will keep track of long pauses when they are distracting. I will keep track of these speaking errors in writing for each speakers and give a report when they called upon by the general evaluator.
Thank you, Karthik. And next, the accountant is Anjaneya Sastri. The grammarian is Anjaneya Sastri, and he is working in chartered bank, and his dream is to become a good speaker. Thank you.
Thanks. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and my dear guests. As a grammarian, my role is to closely listen to the speeches of the speakers as well as whoever speak, all the role players. And I will note down the usage of the word of the day and the theme of the day, and also the good usages or also not so good usages. And today's theme word of the day is steadfast. The meaning is unwavering, dutiful, firm, loyal. The usage is like this: you can realize your dreams with a steadfast resolution. So, Toastmaster, by steadfast following the Toastmaster speeches, you can become a good speaker, and you can achieve the apex of leadership and speaking skills. So, when called upon, I will submit my report to the general manager. Thank you.
Adding to that, I will conduct an evaluation session, and there are a set of people who assist me in the evaluation. They will evaluate the prepared speeches. And I will come when the time is called upon. Okay. Go to.
So again on the dream chases, I've been thinking about what are the important qualities that will stand apart for the two people for the dream chase. I've been thinking a lot, a lot of things were coming in, like I've got a lot of things I was sorting out. But there are two distinct characters I found, like those are the first two primary things for the dream chases. The first thing, like the difference, the first person, right, like the dreamers are just thinkers. As we already, many of you have already said, they're just thinkers. And the other ones, doers. Like as Thomas has said, action. That's the only thing which separates them from the normal dreamers and the dream chasers. And the second thing, there is one more thing which characteristic that sets apart both of them. First the person, right, the dreamers, they're stoppable. They could be stopped by anyone. It could be someone says a negative thing about their dream, they're stopped. Or some failures, they could be stopped. Or someone, or financial, they could come up with any number of reasons so that they themselves could be stopped. But whereas the others are unstoppable. You could never stop them. Whatever may come in, whatever you may claim, you can tell negative about them, like you can bring them down, or even they may not have the ability, or they may not have the finances, or they may not have the opportunity, but still, they cannot be stopped. They go ahead for it. So like, not only the action doers, they have the attitude of never ever give up until they chase that dream. So these are two characteristics. So one, they are not the thinkers, they're the doers. Second, that's the action. Second, they are, they never give up. So these are the two important characteristics. So now, like we're going to get in the next session. It's about the first one, prepared speeches. Okay. Today's the first speaker of today's is Mr. Surya. So he's going to give his first speech. Okay, and when his topic is, I'll get back to you. And before we get to the speech, I'd like to call his evaluator to read his objectives. Santosh.
Good afternoon all. So today Toastmaster Surya is delivering the CC1. So objectives is to begin before speaking an audience, to discover speaking skills you already have and skills that need some attention. Timer, please note, time is 4 to 6 minutes. All the best, Toastmaster Surya. Over to you, team.
Next, what is dream? You want to taste food across